Students, in this video we study torque acting on magnetic dipole in uniform magnetic field. We know a bar magnet is called as a magnetic dipole. It has a two pole, north and south pole. Each pole has a pole strength. North pole strength is positive, south pole strength is negative. The distance between two poles is called as magnetic length L, and the product of magnetic length into pole strength called as a magnetic dipole moment. We know when the bar magnet is suspended freely, it comes to rest in the north-south direction. But if I suspend a bar magnet with the string and forcefully if I move the bar magnet in the east-west direction and leave it free, what will happen? We observe that magnet will start rotating about the axis of suspension, about the axis of string. So where does torque which necessary for rotational motion come from? Or if I take another bar magnet closer to this freely suspended bar magnet, what we observe, if the poles are like poles, it will repel. If the poles are unlike poles, it will attract. So whatever the rotation of the bar magnet is continuous, or it makes certain angle theta, or it continuously rotate, or after some times it becomes stable, or why it's stable. All these answers we see in the coming slides. Now consider a uniform magnetic field. Place a bar magnet on this having the north-south pole length L. When the bar magnet is placed in external uniform magnetic field, this magnetic field apply the force on poles. So force applied by magnetic field on the north pole is in the same direction, which is pole strength into magnetic field. Force applied on the south pole is in opposite direction, which is minus qm into b. These two forces are equal and opposite, equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. So equal and opposite force form a couple, and moment of couple is called as a torque. So torque is force into perpendicular distance. Draw a perpendicular distance, join a lines. These lines makes angle theta with the magnetic length. So tau is equal to force qm into b into d. So what is d? D is L sine theta. But we know whatever the pole strength qm into L is nothing but the magnetic dipole moment m. So tau is mb sine theta. What is the vector form? It is m cross b. Now what is the actual direction of torque? Consider this one is the direction of B, and the direction of dipole or the magnetic moment of this bar magnet makes angle theta with B. Now what is the direction of the torque? How the torque will act? Torque is a cross product, vector cross product, so it is always perpendicular to the plane where M and B are present. Now whatever this torque helps for the magnet or the bar magnet for rotation. Now when the bar magnet will rotate, or if I want to move the bar magnet after certain angle or at certain displace, we have to do the work done, and whatever that work done is stored in the form of potential energy that we see. Consider a uniform magnetic field. Now consider a bar magnet is placed parallel to the magnetic field. Now whatever the force are along the same line, equal and opposite but along the same line, so they cancel each other. So what is the torque? Torque is nothing but zero. What it means, when bar magnet is parallel to the magnetic field, it will not rotate, it will not produce a torque. But if I want to rotate the magnet with certain angle theta, what I have to do? I have to do the work done. So whatever the work is done to rotate the bar magnet for an angle theta, that work done is stored in the form of potential energy in that new position. So this potential energy is called as the magnetic potential energy, or that magnetic potential energy we say. Magnetic potential energy is integration of 0 to theta. Why? Because the magnet is rotated from angle theta 0 to angle theta, right? So it is torque into d theta. Put the value of torque, it is mb sin theta. Integrate, we get minus mb cos theta. So potential energy is minus mb cos theta. Now next we see various potential energy of magnet at various position. First consider the magnet and the bar magnet and the magnetic field are parallel to each other. That is, angle between them is 0, cos 0 is 1. Put this value in the equation of potential energy. We get potential energy minus mb, which is minimum. So when the bar magnet is parallel to the magnetic field, it will not rotate. So whatever this condition is called as a most stable state. Next, if the bar magnet is anti-parallel or opposite to the magnetic field, what is the angle between them? Angle between them is 180 degree. Cos 180 is minus 1. Put this value in the equation. We get potential energy plus mb, that is maximum. What it means, at this position the bar magnet can rotate clockwise or anti-clockwise, but it is not stable, so it is called as most unstable state. Next, if the bar magnet is placed perpendicular to the magnetic field, what is the angle between them? It is 90 degree. So cos 90 is 0. So potential energy is 0. Now potential energy is present here. Okay. At this condition, it will apply the torque. The torque is maximum. It will continuously rotated. It is continuously rotated. So this condition is called as not in equilibrium. Whatever the conditions, various position, potential energy we have seen, the same condition is for electric dipole placed in the external electric field. Okay. Next we see the potential energy versus angular position graph. So consider the first condition, when magnet is parallel to B, angle is 0. So when at this condition, what is the potential energy? Minus mb. Now when the magnet and the magnetic fields are perpendicular, angle is 90. So energy is, potential energy is 0. When the dipole, bar magnet and the magnetic fields are anti-parallel 180 degree, what is the potential energy? Maximum, that is positive mb. If I join all this line, I will get this curve, and this is the curve or the graph of potential energy versus angular position of magnet. Now what is the conclusion? When the magnet is suspended by an extensible string, it will rotate with an angle, not continuously, it will rotate by an angle. And why it rotate? It is rotate due to the torque. And then it becomes stable. Why it becomes stable? Because magnet becomes stable due to the restoring torque generated in the string. What is the restoring torque? Any one of the forces or the torque that tends to restore a system, that is, whatever the system is deflected by certain angle theta, that system comes in original position, that is in equilibrium position. That force, internal force of any body, is called as restoring torque. So due to the restoring torque generated in the string opposite to the deflecting torque, the magnet becomes stable. Now in equilibrium condition, whatever the restoring torque is equal to deflecting torque. What it means? When the magnet is suspended by a string, when we move the bar magnet, that is nothing but the deflecting torque. At that time, at the same time, whatever the string is also deflected. But when we leave the bar magnet, whatever the deflecting torque present, deflecting torque occur on that string, it will deform, or it will come to its original position due to the internal force of the string, that we called as a restoring torque. So at equilibrium condition, restoring torque is equal to deflecting torque. What is a restoring torque? It is moment of inertia into angular acceleration, I d square theta by dt square. This equation you will study in the mechanics part. Okay, so if I want to rotate a bar magnet by an angle d theta, the string produced restoring torque exactly in opposite direction. So at equilibrium, restoring torque is equal to deflecting torque. What is restoring torque? I d square theta by dt square, moment of inertia into angular acceleration. Torque is minus mb sine theta. Now I d square theta upon dt square is minus mb theta. Why? Because whatever theta, angular displacement, is very small, so sin theta is nearly same theta. But whatever mbi are the constant, so consider this constant as the omega square, which is nothing but the angular frequency. So angular frequency is mb by I. Put this value here, we get d square x by dt square equal to minus omega square x. And whatever this equation is nothing but the simple harmonic motion equation. So what it means? Whatever the angular simple harmonic motion, because here whatever the torque produced on the dipole is angle wise, it will rotate angle wise. That is, angular simple harmonic motion is analogous to the linear simple harmonic motion because equation is analogous. So take omega square is equal to mb by I. Take square root, omega is square root of mb by I. What is omega? Angular frequency. Now what is the time period of angular oscillation? Time period t is equal to 2 pi omega. Put the value of omega, so it is 2 pi square root of I by mb. And whatever this equation of time period of angular oscillation or the oscillation is used in vibrational magnetometer. Okay, it is an instrument which is used to measure the time period of oscillation. Also, it is used to measure the earth magnetic field. Thank you.